Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Spread Those Cheeks for the Tea, Season 2. Tonight we have our second One More Chance Season 2 interview. We have Ms. DOMO REIGNZ, aka Brown Sugar, coming to talk to us about all things on the show, her music career, and well, let me just bring her to the stage so she can tell you guys what she's here to talk about. So, her music career, and well, let me just bring her to the stage so she can tell you guys what she's here to talk about.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, how are you?
Echoing a little bit.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's a bad feedback. Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? Thanks for
Yeah, I
having
was just
me.
gonna say no problem.
It's Brown Sugar, aka Domo Rings, all that. So appreciate being here.
No problem. Do you have it open in another browser? The YouTube link? Do you have it open in another browser? YouTube link?
I shouldn't. No.
Because I hear like a horrible
Yeah,
echo.
even when you were talking, it was echoing really bad.
Hold on, let me see. Let me take you out and bring you right back in. Hold on. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's so much better. So,
Okay.
hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, that's so much better. But those who don't know, let's give them a quick introduction and tell us where we might have seen you in a little, quick thing to start us off. Give them a quick introduction and tell us where we might have seen you in a little, quick thing to start us off.
I can't really hear you.
You just keep echoing. Hold on one second. Let me see. It just happens when I bring her on. Let me see something. Hello.
Yes.
Is that better?
That sounds so much better.
Okay, I think I had to reset everything.
It's good.
Don't
Okay.
worry, I'll crop that part out once it
Okay.
officially posts. But give everyone who may not know you just a quick introduction. Tell us who you are, where you're from, and all those things.
All right. Hey, everybody. It's me, Domo Reigns, aka Brown Sugar from One More Chance Season 2. Y'all might have also seen me on some throwbacks on the Black Ink, New York. Y'all might have seen me on helping Remy Ma and Papoose on Love and Hip Hop. That was me. I also do music. My music can be found on every platform under Domo Reigns. But I'm here now, and we about to get this shit lit.
Yes. Okay. So before we get into one more chance, let's get into you. What city are you from?
I'm from Vallejo, California, 707. You already know, Bay Area. Yes. I'm
Okay. Yeah.
here in LA now.
So, in your little introduction, this is something I didn't know about. You worked with Papoose and on Black Ink Crew over
Many
on
times.
VH1. So, how did you get those connections, and how did it even start that you wanted to be on TV? Period. Let's start there.
Honestly, it just happened. Like I just always been like in the mix kind of, but low key at the same time. Like
Mhm.
I just was traveling a lot, doing my music, performing. DJ K Slay is the one who actually put me on to a lot of stuff. So RIP K Slay. Um, and Big D the Weatherman, shout out to him too. You feel me over there with Rock Nation. I just did an event with them too. So shout out to Rock Nation. They always keep in touch.
Okay.
But yeah, K Slay put me on to all this and like some other people. Shout out to Six and NYC. He's a big factor out there. He's the one that put me on to the Black Ink shit. But yeah, a lot of my biggest gigs came from fucking with K Slay, and he helped me out, and he put me on, and people just fuck with me like that. So that's how all that happened.
Okay. Nice. So, how did it turn from you working with VH1 to wanting to be on One More Chance? Were you a fan of Chance or a fan of the show?
So actually, my younger sister was why we was in Oakland, California. Shout out to the Bay. But we was watching One More Chance season 1, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And she was like, you need to be on this show. You fuck them bitches. Da-da-da. But she was a huge fan of Yasmin and
Okay.
and Rolly. So I was too. I'm not gonna lie. They was both, I liked them or whatever. So, yeah, I just hit him up or whatever, and we was in contact ever since season 1. So, and then season 2 started coming around. He was like, "You trying to be on it?" Blah blah, and I'm like, "Yeah," and that's what happened. So it was kind of like a birthday present for me in a way because we started filming in like August 3rd, I believe, and my birthday was August 8th. So it was like it was just perfect.
Okay, yes. So, did you have to send it an audition tape or anything, or did they
I
just
still
cast you?
have to send in a tape. Yeah. I
Okay, how did you do your audition tape?
I just introduced myself and let them know I'm a real one. I'm from the Bay, and let's see what happened. Basically, I didn't really do too much. You didn't really have to do too much. Yeah, it was cool though. And they all liked me. They all fucked with me, and they called me while I was at work. I work in the hospital. They called me while I was at work, and I was just like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, I already had like told all my coworkers like, I'm hoping I get this call because it wasn't really like 100% that I was going to be on the show.
Right.
People say whatever. So it was like I still had to audition. I still had to go through the process. I still had to go through all the shit. And they called me. Everything was perfect, and they got me in there.
Okay. So, how long from when them calling you to you actually getting there? What was that time period?
Um, so I would say they had me fucking tripping. They had my anxiety up the roof because they was like, "Oh, we're gonna call you in a couple weeks." So a couple weeks went by. I didn't get no call. I didn't get no text. I didn't get nothing that they said it was gonna give me. So I'm like, damn, did they change their mind on me? Like, is it happening? So,
Right.
but overall, it was about, I would say, less than a month.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what kind of things did you do to prepare to be on reality TV since you clearly have experience before working with major networks like VH1? What did you do to prepare to go on a dating kind of reality show?
It was completely different. I want to say that it was the shows were completely different. The casts were completely different. Like everything was just completely different. But I just prepared by just shit, being myself, getting a few little outfits here and there. Also, I had just moved to LA, so I didn't know shit about
Okay.
LA. I didn't know anybody. Like I just knew I moved here and I was here for a good 3 months, and I got that car. So
Okay.
I really didn't prepare too much, and it was like kind of last minute. So it was like, and I'm trying to work and I'm trying to hustle, and like it was just like fuck. It was really last minute, but it worked out pretty good.
Okay, yes. So once you got to the house, I recall on episode 1 you had very strong opinions on certain girls. So this is the moment where I'm gonna take where we're gonna do kind of a roll call where I'm gonna say each girl from the cast and you kind of tell us what was your first impressions, how did they might have changed, throughout the course of the season and all those kind of things.
Okay.
Let's start easy. Let's start with Miss Yoda from season 1.
Um, I actually met her probably a week before filming, like a week or two before filming. I was with some people and we was all, chilling and shit, and she was there, and she was cool energy, cool vibes or whatever. But so when I met her in person, she was giving a lot of pointers. Like she was giving a lot of pointers, a lot of advice to us or whatever. And one thing I noticed was she was doing her makeup and shit, and I liked how she did it. Um,
Mhm.
she was really good at her makeup, and like the advice she gave us was really good. I wish it was like that throughout the show, but she told us people were going to change when as soon as the cameras came on. So
Mhm.
um, a lot of things she said was true.
True. Okay. Next, Miss Soldier Girl, one of the finalists.
um, y'all seen our little whatever the fuck you want to call it in the room. So my first impression, I really didn't have one. She didn't really talk at all. Um, she was kind of just with Yodeler and them, but she wasn't really a talker at all. She was really quiet. But I knew she was pretty. And honestly, after our scene, she came to me like a grown ass woman and we talked about it and apologized and laughed about it. And I respect her for that. And she's a good mother, but I don't know her outside of the show. But first impression, it was like, whatever.
Okay. Next, Miss Stormy, aka Ness, as Chance will call her.
Hmm. Well, where do I start with that one? That girl came to me in the house one day. She had on like some necklace with an eyeball, and she's like, "Look into my necklace, like look, like trying to make me look into it." And I just thought that that shit was creepy as fuck. I thought she was like trying to put a spell on me or some weird ass shit.
Right.
It was just weird as fuck. She was kind of creeping everybody out. But other than that, first impression, I was like, okay, I like her. You know, she was cool. Like I liked her conversation. Like, you know, it was cool. I noticed like a few girls was laughing at her and shit. So it kind of made me kind of talk to her more because I don't like the bullying shit. But
Mm-hmm.
I also noticed when I started talking to her, it was one person, but when other people came around, it was a complete different person. Like extra as fuck, loud. Like where the fuck did the other bitch just go? Like she literally like that. So and everyone starts seeing that. So next, let me get
Do you
off.
think that's part of the reason why she wanted to leave early after she was called out for
That
not
was
wanting to be there?
definitely one of the reasons. That was definitely one of the reasons.
Okay. Speaking of her and Soldier Girl in the room situation, was that kind of something you guys did for TV, or was that like really organic that you guys were fighting over the room like that?
Well, you know, we had to do that scene about 10, 15, 20 times.
Oh
So,
wow.
yeah. So each scene was just different. So they kind of chopped and screwed a few things, took a few things out, put a few things here. Um, they definitely had to stop it. And they did tell Soldier Girl to get off the roof. I mean, not Soldier Girl. They told her to turn it up a little bit. I guess I was doing too much, and it was like that. She need to turn it up a little bit. You know, told her a couple little jokes to get at me or whatever. It's good, but that's why we was able to just laugh about it afterwards because it wasn't that serious. But I would say it was a mixture of real and fake, script and
Okay.
yeah,
Okay, that's nice. You guys got to use your acting skills a little bit.
pretty much.
Next person, Miss Babe Ruth.
Weezy F baby, the motherfucking Carter. Yeah, I actually fucked with her. She was really cool in the house. She was chill as fuck. Good energy, good vibe. She was there was like a scene that she had with Slim at one point where she definitely should have turned up a little more, but I guess she just didn't want to. And I don't blame her now.
True. Okay.
I don't blame her at all now.
Speaking of her, let's talk about her, Miss Slim.
That used to be my bitch. We used to be cool as fuck, I ain't gonna lie. That shit went left. As left as possible. And it is what it is. It is what it is. Slim, she was my smoke buddy. Most definitely, she was my smoke buddy in the house. Um, she was a firecracker in the house. She doesn't like when people call her that, so I'm gonna definitely call her that right now.
Do
Um, Shit, it is what it is. Next,
you think she's a good addition to Baddie South?
not at all. Not
Oh
at
my!
all.
Not even with her
No,
fight.
no. We'll fight.
I know
We'll
what that
fight.
means.
Rock, paper, oh, that fight. I don't know. I wish on the last episode I seen, I wish she would have like did more. Like as far as I could never let a female just be like just talking to me like that, and I'm just sitting here like I just couldn't do it. Like I expected more out of her in that scene, but they're
Hmm.
not bitch no more. So you on your own.
Right. I feel like they just using her to showcase the turn up of the drama and to keep that.
I don't think so. I think she got on there because she's with Rolly.
That too.
I think that's one of the main reasons she got on there is because she's with Rolly and she's dicks ride Rolly like for clout. She been doing it even when we were cool. So I definitely think that's what got her on the show. If she was by herself, I don't know if she would have got on that show. But because they're a package deal, I mean, it worked out. They're both, became fan favorites. I remember when she was first becoming a fan favorite, she didn't see it. And I was telling her, like, bitch, you a fucking fan favorite, bitch. You better do.
Do what you gotta do.
Right. So I ain't gonna lie, even though we kind of fell out when I was watching the show, I was real proud of her. I was proud of the bitch. Okay. I was smiling. I was happy. I was fucking rooting for the bitch, even though we ain't cool. Until some shit went down recently. Now it's fuck her again. But yeah.
True. Well, I appreciate you being a real bitch and admitting you was proud of her. Some girls be like, fuck her. Oh, she
Nah,
on there. She look ugly. Her leave out short.
nah, she actually was good as fuck. Her and Rolly both look good as fuck, but I don't fuck with them no more like that. So hey, it is what it is.
True. Speaking of leave outs and wigs, let's talk about Miss Skittles.
Okay. We didn't really talk too much in the house. I know she's from New York, and that's my second home. I did tell her that in the house. She told me I looked real familiar. Her and mixed breed. What the fuck is her name? Her and
Is that
Soldier Girl. Her and Soldier Girl. They was telling me like how familiar I looked and shit. And I'm pretty sure it's because they probably see me in Straight Standing magazine or something, or one of these shows or some shit. I don't know, but she actually looked familiar to me too. But I didn't know. I don't think we've ever met before this. But I love how she do hair, and I wanted her to do mine. Shit.
Okay, yeah, her wig was on point.
Yeah, she be doing Lil Kim and them here and some other celebrities and shit. So, bitch, yeah. When I asked her at the reunion too, like, look, when I come to New York, bitch, can you do my hair? Shit.
Right, for real. She definitely doing her thing with the hair.
Yeah, I just seen her do some shit with I guess Asian Brat, Asian Doll, whatever she go by now.
Yeah, shout outs to them. Next girl is Miss Shine, who also left early.
I love her. I love her whole everything. I love her personality. They was calling her slow and shit or whatever. She probably did have some slow moments, but I think all these bitches have some slow moments, including me, because I was smoking every fucking day. It wasn't shit else to do at all.
Right.
So, but I loved her. I think I think she could have won. I think she could have won.
Yeah, I think Chance really liked her.
He did. He definitely liked her. He liked her personality. He liked her body. He liked, she was just a cool chick. Like they was definitely hating on her. I'm not gonna lie. They was hating hard, and bitches that claimed that was with her in the house should have had her back when she got tag teamed, but I guess we'll get into that later.
True. I feel like her and the next person that we talked to, when them two left, that's when Chance was kind of over the show. But before we get into the next person, I want to ask you, how do you feel about Shine leaving early? And if you were in her position, would you have done the same thing?
I actually commend her for leaving early. The rest of us couldn't do it, I guess. I commend her for that because it was a lot of shit going on behind the scenes. It felt like you was in middle school with a lot of those girls in the house. And it's like, if you got your money and your business, that's not something you really want to partake in every day. And as far as him being over it when her and someone else left, he was over that shit on day one.
Oh, well, let us know the truth.
We all was. That shit was, he was over that shit. Everybody was. It was crazy.
Oh my God. Well, the next person is Miss Wop Wop, another person who left early at the fight.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what to say. We did kind of share a room a little bit in the house. That was cool.
And that was it. Y'all was never really friends for
Nah,
real.
I ain't gonna say that because I did fuck with her. I did fuck with her, but she a Leo like me, so sometimes we could be a little bipolar sometimes. One minute we like you, one minute we don't know who we like or trust. So, but I'm a Leo, so I get it.
Yeah, I'm a Leo too. I know what
You
you
Leo.
Yes.
What's your birthday?
July 25th.
Okay, I'm August 8th.
Yes.
But yeah, shout out to us Leos. But I definitely did like her energy in the house. She was cool. We talked about some real shit. We was smoking, we was chilling, we was spying on shit. We was, it was cool or whatever until that fight in the ring happened. After
Mm,
that fight in the ring, just shit just changed
mm. With her or just in general?
with her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can kind of understand why maybe she felt like she's being used for clout and whatever else could have been going on behind the scenes.
I don't know if it was for clout, but um, I don't think she was being used at all. Um, I think she definitely did what she was supposed to do, though, as far as like when the cameras was on for camera time and shit. But I
Hmm.
don't think Zeus was using her for clout at all. Because Zeus has a higher platform. They have way more things going on. They're official. So I don't think they were using her for clout. I wouldn't say that at all.
Well, when I say use her for clout, I mean use her just to keep the drama going, keep the
Yeah,
attention
yeah,
on TV. Like you just said, like did what needs to be done on camera and all.
yeah. Most definitely. I will. Yeah, 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 yeah. I would say
Yeah,
that.
she definitely was one of the main stars of this season.
Yeah.
Speaking of main stars, let's talk about what she was like a medium star, Miss Smiles.
You said a medium star. I'm done.
Gotta
Honestly,
be honest.
okay. So what the fuck is my level then? Since we got main stars and medium stars, where the fuck do I sit at?
I would say honestly, from watching the show, you was kind of like medium, but when you add the social media drama in, you became one of like the main in
Shit.
between medium
That's
and
what they was
main.
cutting my damn scenes out, but I got them sent to my phone though.
Yeah, that's another question I'm gonna ask about later on once we get through the roll call. It's about the deleted scenes and stuff because it's always the girls with the deleted scenes who become favorites on social media.
Shit, I ain't too much of a favorite. They got my motherfucking page deleted.
That's why, because you a favorite. The girls with the top followers and pages always get taken down
Yeah, shit,
from Zeus.
crazy. But my bad. You said Smiles.
Yeah, Smiles.
I actually liked her. I really liked her a lot. And I think her, and if I had to pick like three people, if I wasn't picking myself, I would definitely say her, Bad and Bougie, and um, what's her name? I can't think of nobody's fucking name right now. But they definitely should have been in the top three because he liked her a lot. He liked her a lot. I remember one day me and her was chilling by the pool, and well, she was out there before me, and I was sitting like kind of on the sideline, and she was sitting on the other side. We both was rolling up and shit.
Mm,
And Chance was talking to her like from above, like he was upstairs on the balcony, and she was down there. They would kind of get to know each other. Any other bitch would have cock blocked, would have hated, would have walked over there and fucked their whole shit up. I just sat back because for one, I ain't thirsty for one. For two,
mm,
they was having some cool combos, so I let them do that thing. Me and her had some cool combos too. Like we was laughing at these bitches, honestly. A lot of them bitches was fake and phony as hell. We was seeing that shit, so we was laughing at bitches together. I really like her, actually. She a real one. And she bought
okay.
her bag.
Yes, I think she was really cute. If Chance would have picked her, I think she would have been a good girl to him.
She definitely would have been a good woman to him, and she definitely had a lot of haters in the house. Um, yeah, I like her.
Yes. Next, Miss Danny Kardashian.
Danny is a baddie. Now, if they want to talk about baddies, they should have put Danny on fucking baddies. Shit. But
I thought they was.
they probably was, and probably some behind the scenes shit happened. Who knows? But
Right.
as far as Danny goes, she was cool. She really wasn't like being thirsty or extra. She kept it real. She told his ass, "Who are you? I don't even know your name. What's your name? Who the fuck are you? What are we doing here again?" It was hella funny. So she was definitely hella funny. She was a comedian. She bad as fuck. She was bought her bag. Yeah, I liked her too.
Okay, yes. How do you feel about some of the comments that the girls made towards her for having her body done? And
They mad because they can't afford to get that shit done.
how do you feel about girls who get their body done because you made it known that you're all natural? So
I'm
how do you feel about that? And if you had the opportunity, would you get your body done?
I could have got a few things done, but I'm scared. So I'm a scary person when it comes to shit like that. I don't want to really put anything in my body. I don't even take medication unless I have to.
Mhm.
So
Right.
that's something I just, I respect it. It is what it is. Do what makes you happy at the end of the day. But anybody that was talking about her body was definitely hating because it looked good. With clothes, without clothes, her shit looked good, and she's making money off of it. Like I believe she became
Okay.
like OnlyFans, like one of the top OnlyFans girls. Like she was like famous up there or something. I don't really be on OnlyFans or nothing, so I don't know too much about that life. But I do know that
I
she,
wouldn't be surprised if she was.
yeah, that's why I think that's why they got her on the show. She was the first one of the first ones to hit like 1 million or some shit on there or something
Oh
like that.
wow.
Yeah, she did something big on OnlyFans.
Okay, congrats to her.
Yeah.
Next, let's talk about Ms. Well, it's two of them. Biggie and Smalls, the sisters.
I don't really fuck with them like that. I don't fuck with them at all. Actually, it ain't no issue. Like if I see them, it wouldn't be no bad vibes. At least on my end, I just don't fuck with them like that. From the moment I got there, they were like in rooms with other guys and shit. So it's like,
Oh my, so that was true.
it was definitely true.
Oh,
There was a lot of truth. There was a lot of truth to a lot of those things. But I do think they made good TV,
definitely so.
Especially Biggie. As far as Small, she was too a little more on the quiet end. I don't know how either one of I would love to see them on a show again without each other.
Right.
Just to see if they can even hang
If
because
they can hold their own,
I don't
yes.
think they can. Neither one of them. Because
Right.
things had happened behind the scenes and like they wouldn't even come out the room. So I just don't think that. But I would. They made good TV at the end of the day. So Zeus definitely did a good thing by putting them on.
Yes, I totally
I
agree.
think they became some fan favorites too.
I can believe it. Next, speaking of fan favorites, Miss Bad and Bougie.
I like her. I like her. I like her. Kind of love her.
Yes, I like her too. I
Yeah.
didn't know she was in the Neo video till somebody mentioned it online or something like that.
Somebody was hating on her and was saying that she
Yeah.
had a song with Neo or something, but none of them can say they got a song with Neo. So how you hating on somebody that got a song with a legend? Because to me, Leo is a legend. He writes for a lot of legends, and he does a lot of big
Mhm.
things in the industry. And not only that, I did see, when Kanye album came out, I also saw Bad and Bougie was on Kanye West album.
Oh
So
wow, singing.
yes, she was doing that, but he kicked everybody off the album, and she was one of the people that got kicked off the album. But
Oh
he
wow.
wasn't the only one though, so it was good. Oh, he
I'm
kicked
sure
out
she still got paid.
shit. I don't know. So I definitely think they was hating on her from day one. One of the main reasons that I fuck with her is because when these other bitches was just mugging me in the house for no reason or just weird for no fucking reason, like she'll come to me like on some real grown woman shit, like complimenting me, like, "Oh, you look beautiful," hugging me, like talking, like she wasn't no hater like the rest of those females in that house. Like she was a
Yes.
grown woman, and that's why I fuck with her. Like even if I don't ever talk to her again, like there's no bad blood. Like I fuck with her.
Yes, I love it. Woman empowerment.
Right.
Next girl.
Oh, and another reason I was fucking with her is because that motherfucker turned everything into a motherfucking check. Okay.
Okay.
He was like, "Oh, I got this robe on. Guess what? There's some more for sale coming next week. Oh, y'all like this lipstick? Oh, guess what? I got a makeup line coming. It'll be 2 days from now. Like anything, she turned that shit into some money. So I respect it.
Okay, yes, I love it. Speaking of not so much woman empowerment, let's talk about Miss Flatback, aka what was her name on the show? Oh,
Flat back,
Bombshell.
flat back. I think she hated me because she got a flat back. I don't get it because we was cool in the house. when it was time to play games and shit. Like we was
Right,
playing.
that's what I was gonna ask. Was it any animosity or beef
Fuck
before the
no,
boxing match?
no, none, none. She let somebody pump her fucking head up and did all that weird shit, and I know who it was, but the bitch won't admit it, and I know it was you, boo. So I asked you, but you still ain't gonna ever admit it to this day. But it's all good. You do that. You plant seeds in bitches' heads and then you let them do your dirty work. And that's what you did to her. But a real strong woman would never fall for that. So you know who to do, who to play with. But I'm gonna leave it at that. But no, there was no animosity. We was playing checkers in the house, and I'm like really good at checkers. Like it's hard to beat me, but she is too. So we had like a little competition going back and forth. Like I beat her, she beat me, then I beat her again, and she couldn't admit that I beat her, and we all seen I beat her. So she wanted to go again. Like, you know, I think they cut all those scenes out though. And then
They definitely did.
yeah. And then she actually had good energy in the house. I'm not gonna lie. She had good energy in the house. As far as, you know, we weren't really talking like that, but it wasn't like negative, you know, it just wasn't negative. So we didn't have no issue. Not only that, at the premiere party, like I was in her fucking room. But like I was in her room before the reunion or whatever. I was in her room. I was in Wop Wop room. We was all chilling with the girl's sister, all the shit. Like she was in my back seat. I drove to the fucking party and shit. Like gave her a ride. We was all in the car. Goodbye. There was never any fucking beef. There was never any beef. But you know, some people when they get a little bit of publicity or whatever, they just go crazy with it. I don't know. Like
True.
that's the only thing I can think of because we didn't have no issues.
True. So when it comes to Flatback with the fight at the reunion, where did that come from? Do you think that was fueled solely off of the social media um influences, or do you think she really wanted to try to get another round in the fight? How do you think that came about?
I think, like I said, she's a competitor. Okay, she's a competitor, and I don't think she liked how those boxing rings fights went. And even though they did say she won, she knows she didn't win, and the people that was there know she did not win. There's fucking footage all over with her head damn near. If I would have pushed her one step closer, I would have knocked her out the ring head first. That's on one side of the ring. Then you got another picture or video with her on the whole other side of the ring with me having you head first down, like I'm stocking you up. Like I won all those rings except when I got tired. Now,
Exactly.
I said I was gonna leave these backwoods alone, y'all, but I still got one right here. But I was winded and out of breath and all this shit about time. And that's when she was able to get some hits in. When I had I ran out of breath and I was my helmet kept doing some weird shit. Like I think what's her name? What I mean?
Natalie?
No, wigs, wigs,
Skittles?
Skittles. So even Skittles, like mine and Skittles, our helmets kept on moving and shit. Like while we was fighting, and like they were too loose. So like while I'm fighting her and shit, my shit kept moving, and I like put my hands on my head trying to get my helmet down or whatever. And right when I put my hands up, that's when she was able to get a few hits in. And I'm like, if that make you feel like you won, then you can have that, whatever. But you know you didn't win.
Yeah.
So, you know, everybody was just tagging me. So I'm reposting. She's watching my page every single day that I'm reposting stuff. And it's making her mad. My thing is, you were just in my car. We just went to the club. We didn't have no issue. I'm not bashing you. All I'm doing is reposting shit online. If we don't have to be buddy buddy, but if we cool enough for you to be in my vehicle and for me to be in your hotel room, us to have shots, us to hang out in the club, I feel like if you could have hit me up like, hey, Domo or Brown Sugar, I don't like the fact that you reposting this stuff is making me mad or it's upsetting me, or could you stop, or do you think you could limit it or anything. She could have came in like a woman. I would have deleted all that shit with no problem because I don't give a fuck. Like I wouldn't, if it was making me feel away, I would want to be able to tell somebody that and they cut the shit out too. So it's my page though at the end of the day. You can also block me and not watch me 24/7, but you were. and it was you were getting pissed off. So I don't know if you saw that documentary she made of me. It was like 9 fucking videos.
I saw one of the videos.
It was random as fuck. Like, it was random as fuck. And I already know, like I said, that little fucking birdie that was in her ear convinced her to do that shit. I ain't fucking done. Because that shit was so random. It literally came out of nowhere. Like, literally out of fucking nowhere. But, yeah, she made that shit about me or whatever. I was pissed off when they played that shit at the reunion. So, like, why y'all? I'm like, if y'all don't turn this shit off, like, what the fuck? I'm like, y'all don't keep playing that shit? Like, what the fuck is this? But yeah, yeah.
Speaking of the reunion, the host, I kind of forgot her name.
The host.
The host.
Oh, my bad.
I forgot her name. But she, if that's her name, she, I just don't like her ever since she got into it with Nene. Like, that's a whole nother conversation. But she kind of egged on you guys to have a third match. I don't know what number it was, but she kind of egged you on to kind of fight. How did you feel about that? And if you had the chance, would you do something differently in that moment?
So I want to rewind it just a little bit. Everyone said I got set up for one, since the first fight, because y'all don't know, y'all couldn't really tell how many fights it was, but everyone thought we were fighting in a hallway. That wasn't a hallway. It was like a whole open room right there, and we fought twice right there, and then we fought once on the stage. So they pretty much told me to go in this room to get hair and makeup done. I go in the room to get hair and makeup done. It's a room full of bitches that don't like me. That I was cool with at one point, and now they don't like me, and they are all teamed up, and they're just, oh, we don't like brown sugar. I don't give a fuck. Ain't none of y'all go say nothing to me or do nothing. So I walked in the room. I see them in the room. I do a little spin in the room. I walk to the back of the room, do a little spin, and I sit down at the entrance or whatever. And while I'm sitting there, Wap Wap was like, something about, can they put her in a different room or whatever? Because something. I'm like, actually, y'all can get me out this room. I don't know why y'all put me in here anyway. And she just started going out the mouth or whatever. So me and her was arguing, and then Wap Wap was like, Flatback had hopped in front of her or whatever. I thought I was gonna fight both of them bitches, but Wap Wap backed up, and me and Flatback fought twice or whatever. So now we're gonna fast forward. So when we get to the on stage, I guess she didn't like the results of those fights either. And she had a point to prove, like, again, or like Rolly said, she needed camera time. I don't fucking know. But I guess she had a point to prove, and I'm not gonna let nobody just run up on me, like, ever. I don't give a fuck who you are. You could be a nigga, a bitch. I'm not gonna let you run up on me. So, I'm in heels, in a dress, in a skirt, in a swimming suit. I don't give a fuck, bitch. So it just happened or whatever like that. Did you zoom in on that? Because I did.
You said, did I what?
Did you zoom in when she tried to run up on me?
No, but somebody posted the zoom-in version.
Go play that in slow-mo. For the motherfuckers in the back that was talking shit.
Right. So,
as far as would I do it again? Fuck no. That shit was so embarrassing. Like, I don't want to be fighting and shit on camera and on TV and I didn't go there to fight. Like, it's a fucking love show. I felt like I was in middle school all over again. Like, and I'm older than all of them bitches. Okay, some of them look older than me, but I'm actually older than a lot of those bitches on the show. Like, literally, like, I got 5+ years on them bitches on the show. Like,
you look like you like less than 25.
No, some of them bitches I almost got 10 years on. I'm gonna leave it at that. Like, they was some little kids to me. So it's like I didn't even want to be fighting them. Like, I would have rather been cool with these bitches than fighting them. Like, for what? Like, but like I said, she had a point to prove, and it is what it is. She said she whipped my ass because she pulled my wig off, but it's the wig, it's gonna come off. So it is what it is. Would I do it again though? Fuck no. I don't ever want to be on TV. Like, some bitches are okay with being on TV with a ball caps and fucking braids underneath. That shit ain't cute. That shit is not cute. Like, I was so embarrassed. Like, no, I would not do that shit again unless somebody run up and I'm gonna have to. But by choice, fuck no. I would take that back.
Okay. Speaking of having a point to prove, let's talk about Miss Wap Wap.
What you want to know?
So, okay, how did this situation even start between you, her, and Rolly? Because from my understanding, you guys all seem to be at least somewhat cool.
Yeah, I do want to. I already addressed this a few times, but I didn't appreciate her lying on the fucking show like that, saying that all that shit started from brown sugar, because everybody in that motherfucking room knew that was a motherfucking lie. Because there's even shit right now that I ain't went back and told nothing. So and I don't even fuck with them like that, and I still kept y'all bitches secrets. I guarantee you I didn't keep mine though. That's why I didn't tell you bitches shit. But I don't. That shit was so long ago. I don't even remember exactly how it started, but I know for a fact I didn't start that shit, and that's why I'm glad Bad and Bougie was like, no, 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 it wasn't because of her. It was because of Whoopie Whoop, which was true because I didn't start shit and she knew it, and it is what it is. I mean, if you wanted to just turn everybody on me, like it did work for some of the weaker links. I told you it was a little birdie. It did
Right.
work on some of the weaker links, but the other ones, they knew that shit wasn't me because I don't even, I respond to people. I don't start shit. I respond. I can't nobody show me one time where I started anything. I mind my business. I keep to myself, even on the show, off the show. I don't start shit with nobody. I don't care to. But if you come for me, I might respond, I might not, but it depends on what you say or how many times you came for me. I might end up exploding, but I don't start shit with nobody. That was Cap. That was her camera time that she wanted. I don't know what the fuck the reason was to try to say I started it, but I even had the messages on my phone. Like everybody knew who started it, and it was her. But
Mm,
it is what it is. The people behind the scene would never know because it was some behind the scenes shit.
true.
And of course, once you say it, whatever, if you mad at somebody at the time, you're going to say and try to make them throw them under the bus or make them look away because it's on camera. It's never going to get erased. You're mad at this person. You want them to be the villain, but no, I was definitely not the villain.
True. Yeah, I don't think you were in any of that drama because, like I told you before we started the interview, like I haven't really seen you in any drama unless somebody like called you out or something like that. So you seem like a girl who came for what you came for, and then bitches just start fucking with you, and you had to retaliate.
That's
Classic
exactly what
Leo
happened.
shit.
That's exactly what happened. But I ain't gonna lie. After the show, a few people was like that I should have been named Bad and Bougie. They were saying that I was acting like that, and
Hmm.
I was like,
Yeah,
and I was
I
like,
can see it a
no.
little bit.
No, but it wasn't even that. It's more so that I'm just a quiet person sometimes. Like I just don't talk to everybody. I don't open up to everybody. And I had to just feel everybody out. I had to feel the situations out. I didn't want to just be like, oh, let's be buddy buddy like they was doing, like, oh, we just met, you're my best friend. Like, no, I watched them bitches all talk shit about each other from day one. And then be in groups. You just was talking about her 5 minutes ago to that bitch. Now that's your best friend. So I was just keeping my distance until it was my turn and my time to shine on camera. Other than that, it's like I wasn't faking it for nobody. So that's probably why they was feeling like that.
True. Yeah, cameras really turn people into a whole nother entity.
But
Next person to talk about. Let's talk about Miss Roly Poly officially.
really, I'm very disappointed to say the least.
Oh,
I'm very disappointed because I was a fan of hers before. Like I was a fan of hers. I really supported her when her page got deleted. I ain't see none of these weak ass bitches. Her friends, nobody shouting her out. You didn't even ask me to shout you out. I did just to try to help you get your shit back. Like and just because I supported you and I fucked with you. Like even before I knew her, I fucked with her. Like
mhm.
when she first seen me, she started screaming. She was like, "Oh my fucking gosh, where you guys find her out? You're so fucking gorgeous." And I was like, "Thank you." Like she gassed me up and all kind of shit. Like she was really cool. She wanted us to do music together. Whenever she would go have her show, she wanted me to come on and like be a part of it in some type of way. Like everything was cool until all the drama started. All the fucking drama.
Mhm.
And I mean, it is what it is. But she been mentioning me in every interview she's been doing lately. It's fucking weird. Like, I don't talk about her. I don't think about her. I don't give a fuck about anything she has going on. It has nothing to do with me. But for some reason, she just did an interview talking about she had a dream she beat Brown Sugar up. Like, what? Why would you even publicly tell somebody you dreaming about me? Like, I'm not gay. I don't eat pussy. Like, I respect it, but no, you're not my type. I don't understand why you keep doing interviews about me. She just did another one last week. And it's fucking weird. I just keep getting brought up. Like, if you miss me, I know I was probably one of the realest bitches you ever had on your team. Like, just be a real bitch and just be like, Damo, look, hey, we had all that bullshit. Let's put it aside. Because clearly you miss me because you keep bringing me up. Like, and I don't know why. Like, I don't bring you up. I don't talk about you. I don't tag you. Actually, I had you blocked. I don't understand why I keep getting brought up. But like you said, sometime when you become a fan favorite, I guess they gonna keep talking about you because literally I keep getting brought up. If it's not on the live, it's not on interview, a podcast, I keep getting brought up, and I don't understand why. But thank you for the shout out though, because a lot of your fans been in my DM lately.
Oh, well, thanks for the free promo.
Free promo. Ain't that what Natalie called it? 25
Right.
promo.
I love Natalie.
I do too.
Speaking of someone else I love on your show, let's talk about Miss Dottie and Grantee, aka Miko and Sonia.
You know, they actually the first ones that I met.
Oh, really?
Yes, because I met them before anyone. That's why when everybody talking all this shit, they don't even know what the fuck they talking about. Because I met them first. I met them during, we had to do a COVID test. We had to go to like the Zeus headquarters. And since we're in the LA area, they were there. And we was talking. It was cool. Everything was cool or whatever. And Yodewa had came to that too. And yeah, I fuck with them. I actually was fucking with Grantee more. You know, I fuck with my OGs. And Grantee is an OG, so I definitely was fucking with her a lot. I fuck with both of them. We was just together.
Yes, I love them, especially Grantee. Speaking of Miko, when her and Chance were having the heart to heart at the reunion, you kind of were upset. I don't know to say upset is the right word, but was kind of calling her fake and things like that. Can you kind of explain where that came from? Because I'm sure it's some deleted scenes somewhere now.
Well, you know, at that time, we all was having our issues or whatever, and we kind of all was plotting. It was all plotting and scheming, and so when it was like seeing everyone doing the opposite of what they've been saying for months and weeks, and including the girls I was with, they did the complete opposite of what they told me they were going to do at the reunion. It was just kind of like I guess I got upset in the heat of the moment. Yeah, I kind of got upset in the heat of the moment, and I kind of just was talking shit. Yeah, I can't take it back anymore, but we grew from it. We've spoke about it. We've apologized. We moved on. We fucking drunk it out, smoked it out, hung it out. Like, there's no beef. And a lot of people are real bothered by that. And it's pretty sad.
Well, they'll get over it one day.
If they don't, baby girl, like I told you in your DM, don't have a heart attack.
And if you do, y'all still gonna be cool. Speaking of cool, let's talk about the host of the show, Chance himself. What was your first impression before getting on the show, and then how did it change once you got on the show and interacted with him?
So prior, it was cool. When I got in the house, it was still cool. He really didn't come out the room at all. He barely came out the room. Barely. None of us really talked to him. You know, a lot of girls was trying to throw themselves at him. And I think that's what he wanted and probably expected when he put me on there, but it didn't go that way. And I think he kind of got upset. a little bit because that's not what he's used to, and he probably thought like I just put you on this show, like bitch, turn up for me, like. But I'm not that type of person, and I don't give a fuck what show I'm on. I'm not finna sell my soul for a little whatever to know, because for one, that shit on there forever. And I don't know. It was cool. I mean, he was really just smoking and chilling and shit. It wasn't really nothing. Like he barely ever came out the room. Like, yeah.
True. So was there any reason? Because I know some people who are watching the show are probably used to watching like Flavor of Love, I Love New York, where people would like get time or make time to see the person, go up to their room and things like that. Was there any particular reason why we didn't see you do that or try to make any like special one-on-one time that the cameras could have caught?
Well, y'all heard him at Elimination ask like why I wasn't trying to let him close to me, or why I wasn't trying to get to know him, or why I wasn't letting him get to know me. It was more so like it really wasn't enough time for that, for one. For two, um, it was obvious what he liked. And like I said, I knew him before the show. So it's like if I really wanted him in that kind of way for real, like it would have happened a long time ago, but it's never been that. It was more so he put me on the show to help me out. Like do me a favor, if anything. I didn't expect to win. I didn't expect to stay that long. It's weird because they all expected me to win, but I didn't give what they wanted as far as the sexuality shit, as far as being hella extra. I was being a little extra, but I wasn't being hella extra. So I think that kind of wasn't it for them, but it was still cool.
Okay. What'd you do with season 3?
Somebody from Zeus actually mentioned it to me recently. So I'm gonna just leave it at that. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know, honestly, because
stay tuned.
I don't know. There's other shows that they're about to do that I would rather be on. Put it like that. That one was cool, but I don't know if I want to go to fucking middle school again.
Okay.
Yeah, so probably not.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Speaking of zoos, how was it working with the network zoos? Lemmy, what's her name? Janisha, all the other people. Oh, did you get to meet Miss Tamika? Next question, Tamika.
Yes, I love her.
Yes.
She was cool as fuck. She is still cool as fuck. Like she's a dope person. She was given a lot of pointers, advice. It was cool. Like it was crazy because when I first got on the show, like everybody you just named, like they all just knew my name. Like they was calling me my government name. It's like they all wanted me to win. Like they was telling me they wanted me to win. Like I just found out they was calling me the Southern Belle of the house, and they all was trying to figure out. Yeah, they just told me that at the most recent event at the Bad Boys premiere party. I didn't know that, but thank you.
Okay.
I am a Southern Belle.
Yes,
But yeah, she was cool. Everybody was cool. It was a great opportunity working with Zeus. I will always work with them. I'm always gonna be a Zeus girl. I fuck with them. They should have put me on motherfucking baddies, but I get it. You know, I heard Apple Watts and Christina was supposed to be on there, so they needed to find 2 people last minute, you know, due to whatever they had going on. And they chose number 10. And it is what it is. They got another one coming, so they might hit me up. They might not. You never know. But I am filming another show in 2 weeks. I just can't tell you guys which one.
Yes.
It's in your city too.
Yes. Okay. Turn up. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
So, before we get into future endeavors, I do have just a few more questions about the show. Did you learn anything special about Chance working on the show?
Um, I guess that I kind of learned real shit about him off the show. So on the show was a completely different person. So I just learned that on another level, I learned people change. because we all saw his posts, things he was making. He was going through a lot during filming, so some of the things were relatable as far as people around you might change on you when you get in the spotlight. Um, People, you never know who you could really trust. Be cautious, be careful, don't quit, don't stop. I do feel like overall, they talk all the shit about him, but we ain't got no real show like that. We ain't been on these shows for over a decade. Like, like he's been doing his thing, so I salute at the end of the day.
True. Okay. Um, was there anything that was filmed that they didn't show that you want to tell us about?
Um,
Or that happened, period, that we didn't see on the show?
there was a scene that I did not like that they had me just looking like I was just sitting there, but I actually got into it with everybody at the table because it was more so. Yeah, I got into it with everybody at the table who was all outside. It was like me, Shine, Flatback, Bad and Bougie, Smiles. Remember that scene or no? It was all.
Yeah, it was after the. Was it after the fight?
I don't remember. A lot of things was kind of just for us. It was really one way, but y'all saw it another way. As far as like we might have filmed something this day for this scene, but that we're talking about something that happened like 3 days ago, but we're acting like it just happened. Like so, I can't really say when this or that happened because I don't remember.
Right, exactly.
But
I remember something like that.
Yeah, but there was a scene at that table. I kind of got into it. I didn't get into it with Danny, but I did kind of exchange words with everyone else because I kind of felt like, why y'all put me, this black girl, at this table? And it was like a lot of things were just kind of awkward. And it's weird because after the scene, I'm not going to say who, but one of the higher production people came to me and asked me, do I think the fans are going to feel like that they were being on some like racist shit, like black girl, white girl, or whatever, mixed girl type shit. And I was like, I don't know. But before I can even get my answer in, the people that heard him ask me that, they all said yeah. Like they all was like, hell yeah, like what the fuck? But I was just trying to be all calm and cool, collective, like because I know like it really is like that in real life, and nobody really gives a fuck. Nobody's gonna do anything, or people are gonna be blind to it, especially if they're not black. So it was really no point of me talking about any light skin, dark skin shit because nobody's really going to admit to it. So I didn't talk about it. But that's something that was deleted. There were scenes deleted in the first episode when we were all going off on each other in the room. There was a lot of shit deleted. I don't even fucking know anymore. But overall, they put in the shit that mattered, I guess. I'm kind of happy they didn't put that scene in with me going in on them. Only because I didn't want to look like now the crazy black girls at the table in defense mode going in on everyone, even though she's responding, it's still going to look like to some people I'm the crazy black girl. Because, people already was feeling like about me. Not knowing that I was defending myself. Even that whole scene with fucking Nest. They got, a lot of people was calling me anti-black after that scene. I'm like, how the yes, like how can my black self be anti-black? So many people was coming for me after that episode. Saying that I was against people that wear their real hair and all kind of shit. And I'm just like, are these people fucking mentally retarded? Because it's like, if you really watch the scene, when we all walked in the room, I'm the one that was fucking smiling and like asking them, like, how you ladies doing? Are y'all happy to be here? Whoop, whoop, whoop. Like, I was the positive one in the room. And then Ness threw a shot at fucking Soldier Girl, but Soldier Girl kind of like brushed it off, and Ness was like, and came back to me with her bullshit. But they didn't like the fact that I was on that shit, and I was just okay. If you say something to me, you can't get mad at my response. You can't, but everyone got mad at my response to the point where they didn't give a fuck what was said to me. They just cared about my responses. And not only that, a lot of things were cut out. She was coming at every woman that wear a weave in their hair, talking about what's under our weave. She was saying all kind of shit. So it's like, but that's okay. With the fact that I tell her, well, he already made a name for you. What was it? Nest? I didn't even create the fucking name. They all was coming at me like I created the name. I just repeated it. I just repeated it. Shit. But shout out to her though, even though I don't like you, bitch. You definitely been doing your thing, you know, in these movies and all that shit. So girl, keep doing your thing, because before the bullshit you was on, I was saluting you, bitch, so I could still give you that little salute. Take it or leave it.
Speaking of wigs, didn't she wear Afro wigs in her confessionals?
Third motherfucking did. Up there talking all that shit, and the whole time you had a wig on, and fucking Skittles was gluing her wig down every day on the low. Yeah. Why you talking all that shit about people that wear wigs, and you was wearing them the whole time, had us all fucking fooled. Then when we found out, your scary ass ran the fuck out the house, had a whole Uber waiting for you, bitch. Yeah.
Some things are just so crazy.
That's crazy.
Anything that you didn't get to address at the reunion?
Oh, I just want to say the reunion, they also edit that like a motherfucker.
I'm sure.
I kind of cussed the whole building out because I was disrespected once again, and I just couldn't take it no more. And they seen a whole nother person after the reunion, so I was like, "Oh, Zeus ain't gonna ever fuck with me again." I done cussed their mamas out, aunties out, brothers, grannies. I done cussed everybody out at the reunion, like literally, like, because I just felt like first y'all just set me up, put me in a room. Even the bitches that didn't like me said I got set up. They set me up, put me in a room to fight. I almost got jumped, but it didn't work out. It didn't go as planned. Then I got disrespected on the show with a fucking lie, a bunch of bullshit that was just motherfucking respectful. When then I got an apology and it admitting it being a lie, and y'all didn't air that part either. I don't know. I really I had went in on everybody, because while I was going in on a person for lying on me and saying what they said about me, somebody from the outside who had to sneak in the building was like, "Shut up, bitch."
Oh wow.
Shut up, bitch, while I was talking shit. And this is the day I'm gonna say girl power kicked the fuck in, because even the bitches that really didn't like me stood the fuck up for me that day. When that motherfucker said shut up, bitch, I think every girl on that motherfucking stage hopped up and cussed his ass out and was ready to beat his ass. So shout out to the whole motherfucking cat crew, every bit. Y'all some real ones for that. Even though y'all didn't like me, y'all definitely had my back on that note.
Okay.
So y'all for that, because I would have did the same thing for y'all. So yeah, but that shit was crazy.
Definitely. So I don't know why they chop these reunions up with Zeus, like just a mess.
Yeah, it is what it is, but
okay, 2 more questions about the show and then we're gonna wrap it on up. So one question is, anything exciting that happened that we didn't get to see that you want to tell us about?
No. No, we was bored as fuck in that house. Okay, there was no alcohol because bitches blew it. On the first day, bitches was throwing motherfucking bottles and cracking people in the head with shit to the point where it got broken. Y'all didn't see that part though. We all got cussed the fuck out at some point. Like, it was going up, so we couldn't have alcohol no more because these bitches didn't know how to act off the fucking bottle. So,
oh wow,
nah, they didn't know how to act, so we couldn't have alcohol no more. Yeah, that's it. There was nothing exciting to share or tell. That was it.
oh wow. Last question. Right after you got eliminated, they brought Mangina in to question the girls. How do you feel about that, and how would you have reacted if you got to meet Mangina and went through that kind of treatment?
So what's crazy is, I would have been pissed the fuck off. For one, I would have been pissed the fuck off. That was not okay. I felt like everyone was in the wrong, starting from Chance, because you looked like you had a microphone in your ear and was telling him what to say. But it is a show at the end of the day, so motherfuckers have to put on a show. So I get it, but it's like, speaking on people's children and livelihood and motherhood and finances and bodies and all that shit just was not okay. Man, Johnny was wrong, but it's like, you know, he got paid to do a job. He came and did his job at the end of the day. I don't know if all of that was part of his job, you know, with certain individuals. Even with Slim, like I remember she was like excited to meet him and then he just kept coming for her. But it's kind of like somebody was feeding him bullshit about select girls. And I wonder who that could have been. Somebody was definitely in Mangina ear telling him dirt on bitches, including their friends. And he was airing shit out. He did what it was supposed to be done, but I just feel like it was fucked up. It was really fucked up, and it couldn't have been me, cause it would have went up for sure. Just like when he put his fucking hands on me at one of our parties, he put his fucking hands on me at one of our events. Yes, he did. He pushed me, and come to find out, some of the girls in the house told him to push me. But my whole thing is, why y'all didn't push me? Why y'all have a man do y'all dirty work? A man though.
Right. Oh, I said right. Oh my God, they gonna trash me.
Gonna trash you for it's the truth. It's the truth, and it's on camera and it's on the blogs. Like it's the fucking truth. If a female has a problem, first of all, I didn't even know these bitches had a problem with me. They never said it to me. We never got to do it. There was no issues. There was no drama. There was no beef. So you don't like me for what? Because I'm not dick riding you and your friends. So y'all don't like me because I'm holding my own in this house. Because I did nothing to none of you bitches except when y'all came for me and I came back for y'all. I ain't saying I'm innocent, but I am saying I ain't start shit with nobody. There was no issues. There was no beef. There was no problems. Some of them bitches was actually talking to me until their friends came around. Then when their friends came around, bitches can't look at me now, or they got a mug on their face now, or they're not talkative. Bitch, you was just buddy with me when you was by yourself. What happened? But I'm not a follower. I'm a leader, and a lot of people didn't like that. But now, I'm over the fact that he put his hands on me or whatever, pushed me, I pushed him back. So, you know, whatever. I did see him recently at an event. Well, two of them. He was looking really good and we spoke and there is no problem. I have no issue. Like, keep doing your thing. Like, she doing her motherfucking thing. Like, keep doing your thing. I heard you got a show coming. Shit.
True. Okay. I'll definitely tune in for that. Speaking of shows, comings, and things, before we get to post One More Chance Live, you do have a music career. How did you even get into music, and where did that passion come from?
So I've been doing music since I was probably like 5 years old. The passion probably came from like my mom and my sister. They used to always play like R&B, like Monica, like shit, everybody. They used to play everything, old school music, news, everything. So it's like growing up, my grandma, like I would just hear all this music and I guess it just touched me in a way. And like I wrote my first song walking to school one day. I was 5 years old. Not 5 years old. I don't know how old I was, but that's how young I was around that age. It was elementary school. And I remember like literally walking to El Sweeteman Elementary School in Vallejo, California. And I was writing this song and I remember it was like a Destiny's Child song that I just had the beat in my head and I'm just writing this shit, walking. I'm a little ass girl. I don't know what the fuck going on. Like I used to be listening to Keith Sweat and all kind of shit. Like I didn't know what the fuck, but I knew it was something about music that I loved and I had a passion for, and I knew that it was something I wanted to do. Like, I wanted to just do music, and eventually I start teaching myself how to record myself on Pro Tools. So, because I started going to a lot of guys' studios, and I started realizing like y'all playing me, y'all know that shit was trash. Like, why y'all trying to gas me up, knowing that shit didn't sound right, knowing I'm off tune, knowing I'm out these boxes, knowing that shit could be better, to the point where I stopped paying for everybody to record me, and I invested in my own equipment. So I started recording people. I'm still not a pro at it or anything like that, but I do know how to record myself and make it sound good, and get more familiar with when I'm writing shit. And then I go to the bigger studios and I have them like really record me and let me put it down like that. But yeah, so I started traveling, and I performed in New York hella times. I performed in the Bay hella times. I perform now in LA a few times. So this shit ain't gonna stop. I got a studio in every room right now. Like this fire is a real studio. Like, but I still go to the outside studios too.
Right.
So, yeah.
Okay. Where do you see yourself taking your music career, and what's some of the accomplishments you made so far?
Um, as far as my music, I want everybody to have one of my songs that they relate to. At least one. Like I just want every song to be relatable for somebody. So
Mm,
I try to make every song of passion. Like I try to make it something that I know people are going through or something that they could relate to, whether it's a heartbreak or accomplishing goals or a fuck nigga or a fuck bitch or not trusting or trusting. Like I try to make everything relatable if you really listen to my lyrics.
mm.
Um, I do have some new music on the way, and I just for my birthday I recorded my video to my song "Mine Right." It's fucking fire. I don't know if you looked at it or anything, but
Yeah, I saw the clip you posted.
yeah, so the video is out, but I mean the video is done. I just haven't released it yet because I'm trying to find a location to do a release party at. It will be in Los Angeles. Um,
Okay.
yeah, so it was just really fucking fire. I had did everything myself. I had a group. I made a group chat with all my dancers in there that I was communicating with all the time. You know, my director. I had the location I found and selected. I wrote the whole treatment for the video. I got the props for the video, the
Yes.
guy for the video, the chair, like everything. I put all that shit together, and that shit like means so much to me. Cause like I've been doing music for
Yes.
so long, and I only got a few videos out, but none of them are as fire as this one. So shout out to K Tech Visuals, cause you brought that shit to life. And as I like just me posting the clips, people was hitting me up like, "Is this a show? Are you doing a show? Are you doing
Oh
auditions?"
wow.
Like they thought I was doing fucking auditions for a show. They thought I was like needing people to be in my movie type shit. Like I
Oh
didn't
wow. Okay.
I did not expect that reaction like at all. So it really made me feel good and I'm proud of myself. So I can't wait to release that shit.
Yes, congratulations on that. And I can't wait to see the
Thank
video. I
you.
heard the song. It sounds amazing.
Thank you. It could be
Uh,
on all platforms. Check it out. Mine right. Just type in Domo Reigns and all my music that is out will pop up.
yes, that's what I was gonna ask you. Where can we find any of your music? And since you announced that you're on all music platforms, where can we find you on social media for people who want to keep up with you for anything that you may have coming up, any events and things like that?
Okay. So my Facebook is Dominique Reigns. My Twitter is Domo Reigns 100. My Instagram is Domo Reigns underscore, which is DOMO REIGNZ underscore. I hope they don't end up deleting this page because y'all know I kind of be getting into it with people here and there. So
Right.
hopefully this one don't get deleted too. But y'all could definitely check me out. Follow me, like check my music out. It's on all platforms. Make some videos, tag me in them. I'll
Yes,
repost them and
support,
shout you
support.
out. Well, support me. I'ma support you right back. Like, yeah, all that.
Yes, definitely. And as far as reality TV, would you ever do reality TV again? I know you said there's something coming up. So besides that, is there any other shows that you would be interested in doing or
Definitely. I would definitely be on Baddies. When they do the next one, I want to be on there. Whatever Zeus got going on, I want to be a part of it. So yeah, or other networks. Some shows I'll fuck with. Some I'm good off. I actually had a few of these shows hit me up to be on their shows, but I turned them down. 'Cause I ain't trying to be fighting and shit, and I already know that's what y'all even calling me for. Yeah, ever since I seen that fight on the reunion, like all these shows y'all see that got bitches fighting, they more than likely have hit me up to be on their show.
oh
And
wow.
yeah, and I'm good because that's all y'all want is me fighting. And I'm not trying to be fighting. I'm trying to do my music. I'm trying to these same bitches that I'm fighting with could be fucking in my video. These same bitches I'm fighting might have some connects for me, or I might have some shit for them. Like I'm not trying to be fighting 24/7. Like I'm a grown ass woman. Like I don't like fighting. I will fight, but I don't want to have to fight 24/7. I've been fighting my whole fucking life. Shit, why I gotta keep fighting? I'm already black. Shit, we get enough shit being black. Now no
Okay.
shit for real. But the show that I am filming is a reality show, and it's been around for decades. Okay, it's been around for decades, and I'm really excited. And I'm bringing my little sister with me, the same one that introduced me to Chance Show. So it's kind of like returning the favor, returning the love, you know. So
Okay.
yeah, we gonna be lit because my little sister, whew, she's a motherfucking mess. So she's a motherfucking mess. But yeah, so I'm really excited about that. But right now my main focus is my music. So I've been writing. I got some new shit on the way. It's a motherfucking movie. My video.
Yes, I'm excited for you.
Me too.
Congratulations on everything.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, that was definitely all the questions that I had. Is there anything else that you want to address? Anything you want to leave us with? Oh, I do have one more question, but I'm gonna ask you after this. After any more things you want to address or any last remarks that you have?
Just check my music out. I'm on Spotify, YouTube, Apple, iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, Tidal, all that. Just type in DOMO REIGNZ and follow me on motherfucking Instagram, and I'm gonna check y'all out. And I'd love to collab, so just hit me up. Yep, that's it.
Yes. Okay. Last question. Any advice you want to give to any young women who want to get into reality TV or who want to start music and be in the spotlight, those kind of things?
I love that you asked me that. Um, but yes, I do. I be giving advice to people on live too when they be asking. But I would say to any young girls that want to be on TV or reality or anything in the light, make sure you're ready for that shit. Because even though it looks good, it looks cute, it looks fun, a lot can come with it. A lot
Hmm.
cannot always be good. So it's like just be ready. Be ready. Like for any type of dirt you have to come out, be ready to be humiliated, whether it's the truth or lie, because it's for TV. It's a reality show. People want the humor, they want the comedy, they want all that. So just make sure you're ready for real before you do reality TV because that shit can fuck with your mental health. I've seen a lot of people struggle with mental health after being on a lot of reality shows. So mental health is real and that shit can fuck with you. And especially if you don't have anything else going on outside of that and you might start feeling like um what is it like a drug, like you might feel like it's a cigarette, you just need it, you just fiending for it, you got to get back on. And like a lot of people will hurt
Right.
themselves just to get on reality TV, and it's just let y'all know it's reality TV. It's not that serious. You can still be a star without being on TV. You can still be a star without doing all that shit. You don't have to embarrass yourself and humiliate yourself for a few bucks just to be on somebody's TV screen. So make sure y'all do y'all research and make sure y'all really ready for that. And as far as the music scene, just and I also, as far as acting and stuff, I also tell everybody to go on just Google a lot of things. Like Google just where can I go acting or shit. It's called Backlist. I think it's Backlist.
Hmm.
Backlist. Backstage. It's called Backstage. Everybody go make you a fucking account on Backstage and put your resume on there. You might gotta pay this monthly fee, but they have gigs on there out the ass. Okay, roles for different genders, different ages, different everything, and you will get a role. You will get a role. You will get something big out of it. Like there's huge roles on there, so make sure y'all go on Backstage and get
Okay.
on there. If you want to model, go on Mayhem, Model Mayhem, create your account, be a fucking model. You get paid bookings all over the world. I was doing that years ago. Like, just do it. Just believe in yourself no matter what. No matter who believes in you, no matter who don't believe in you. Never give up on what you believe and never stop learning. Okay. You always got room to grow. And that's all the advice I got to give.
Yes, I love it. Thank you so much, Miss Domo.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for coming doing this interview, making time for me. I
Of
had so much
course.
fun.
I did too. Thank you so much for having me. And hopefully I see you in Shot Town when I come out there.
Yes, you will. I'm gonna definitely make time to see you.
Yes, please do. I'll let you know in advance. Thanks for having me again. Love
No
y'all.
problem. Enjoy your night.
Bye. About to roll it.
Okay, me too. Bye
Sorry, boo.
bye.
Bye.
Well, you guys, there we have it. Miss Domo Reigns, aka Brown Sugar from One More Chance Season 2. And until next time, but before you leave, make sure you like, subscribe, and leave your comments down below. And until next time, you never know who we might have. I just got a major email today for someone. So stay tuned. Follow me on Instagram at Man Williams. Add me on Facebook, Man Williams. And thanks for tuning in. Until next time, see you guys later.